So guys, it's over 8. Welcome back with another live stream. Gotta go fast. There we go. For it to come in here. Hold up. God, I love YouTube sometimes. What's up, Van Cove? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys like that little intro there. Kind of thought it'd be funny. So we were finally back. Appreciate everybody for voting on the poll. To see if it should be two separate streams or if it just be one full thing. So appreciate everybody for voting on that. And we gotta escape Mufasa, so we gotta run. Gotta keep on running. Bastards catching up to his room. Not domestically, at least. Not domestically. No. So, my cute little sign guy. I got him for my stocking here. Pretty badass. I think it'd be pretty cool to get the other ones, Knuckles, Shadow, because those are the other two, and then Robotnik is one of them. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Gotta be careful on him standing up, though. He doesn't want to stand up that way. This one's a little bit easier to do that. But, oh shit. You gotta run. So let me know in the chat if you guys have seen either one of these movies yet, or if you plan to. Definitely let me know in the chat or in the comment section below. Either way, it don't matter to me. I was going to have Mr. Heisenberg here, but, obviously you see time keeps flashing by. And we haven't really gotten anywhere, so. Put this right here, watch the chat for you guys. So, not sure how long I'm going to do this for. Like I said, it's mainly just kind of jumping into it. Movie's been out for 2 weeks now, pretty much going on 3 at this point. Yeah, pretty much 3, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. So, I guess if you guys want to start with non-spoilers, I should say, I remember a decent amount of Mufasa to a point, but the issue is the names. It's not so much of remembering per se what happens, because I do remember actually pretty much almost the whole movie. Actually, funny enough, you would think I'd forget about it, but then again, it's been pretty recent since I've seen it, so that's probably why I remember it. But at the same time, it was somewhat enjoyable. So I mean, you know, it's up and downs with that. It's just the character names. That's really what it is. It's the character names that is obviously you got Scar, of course, and then those are the two main ones. I don't really remember the. I guess I'll just say Scar's father and then Scar's mom. I'll just go with that because I'm not really remembering their names. I don't even know if Sly remembers their names.
Who? I'm sorry.
Scar's father and mother, if you remember their names.
I do not remember their names, unfortunately.
So that just tells you right there that how forgettable their damn names are.
I mean, my brain's not on at the moment. I had someone text me about something. Sorry.
So definitely smash a like. I would appreciate it. Again, let me know your guys' reviews and all that in the chat. I'm definitely curious. If you guys just want me to not start with sport, if you just want me to go basic first and then say spoilers later, I can do that. That's fine with me. Or if you don't really care about that, either way. But nah, the names are just freaking. They're not even memorable. I mean, grief. Yeah, they're not even memorable. I never actually remember how to pronounce the damn monkey's name. I never. It's Rafiki. Is that how you say it? I think is that how you say it? Rafiki. Which is, so I think, and my bad if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I think I'm going to start with that movie first, just because I've seen that movie first. Well, you kind of heard the, I'm sure you probably watched the movie reviews from people that have, pre-screening to see it, and stuff like that. And it's been a lot of a mixed bag. Some people are saying it's shit or dog shit or not good at all or it's okay. Things like that. Some people say it's a decent film or alright movie. Not really any. Besides probably the Mufasa fanboys probably that would probably be saying it's amazing. But out of all the reviews, I've not seen anywhere where they say it's amazing. Just saying it's a decent to pretty good film. So with those kind of mixed / negative reviews, kind of made me going into the theater more like the hype is more down than it is up, and that's kind of how I kind of went in, you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking, okay, this is probably not going to be that good. And shockingly enough, I came out enjoying it more than I thought, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining by that by any means. I actually had more fun with it than the 2019 Lion King, which I say is not really that good. I'd say it's below average, honestly. I think I gave the movie before like a 7 or a 6 or something like that. I don't think I gave it an 8. I don't think I did. I think I gave it like a 7 or 6. I think now, going back and looking at that movie, I'd probably give it a 4 at this point. It's just because it's just it's not that good, honestly. It didn't really age well, let's just say that. Seeing the emotionless characters, it completely kills the whole vibe of the movie. And the songs were kind of done lesser of the enjoyment, of course. And obviously you had Scar's badass prepared song be completely tortured in this 2019 movie. That completely devastated it, which I didn't think was possible. But they did it. They managed to find a way, and it was not good. That really pissed me off. Like I said, besides the few added scenes that kind of explains a little bit more to like how like Nala, for instance, escapes. define Simba and things like that are kind of plus ones, because it's a nice thing to add on there. But at the same time, they take away other things that should have been kept, or whatever. Um, so there's that obviously. So and I just wanted to address that one because I'm sure probably people, because you're comparing this new one to that one. Yeah, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10, maybe. It's not really that great. Maybe at best, maybe a 5, mid at best. Now this one, on the other hand, it's actually better. It's actually better than that. And even a couple of years from now, I'll probably still say the same thing. I will agree with a lot of people saying that it's better. There were some people that said it was worse, which I'm not really sure how you could say it's worse. I mean, I guess unless if you find the emotions that they show cringe, then I guess you could find that worse. But honestly, it's what made the movie feel a lot more emotional. It made the parts hit harder. When it was supposed to be sad, you got the indication that it was sad. When it was happy, you got the indication it was happy. Those kind of things. And so it hits better than the 2019 movie. So those are the pluses. So I did have what's up, Walker Dad? Welcome. Happy New Year's Eve. Yes, 2025. Yes, throw that in there. Yes, Happy New Year's Eve, guys. Like I said, I'll be having a short when I'm over there at my sister's again, like it was last year. We kind of had that little celebration thing, we'll have a little shot and everything like that. We'll do that for you guys. We'll also have a fire stream tomorrow too for you guys. Kind of give an idea of what we're shooting for 2025. More fire ass content, all that good stuff. But yeah, Happy New Year's Eve. Hope hopefully 2024 was pretty dang good for you guys. I'll finish talking about that in a minute here when I'm kind of getting Mufasa one out of the way. So kind of giving the basics of it. Like I said, better emotion. The emotions hit better. The CGI looked pretty good. It looked better, I'll say. At least for the movie. A lot of beautiful shots, a lot of beautiful scenes. Didn't have any complaints about those. The singing, kind of weird. I ain't gonna cap. A little bit on the weird side. I think it's better in the originals, 100%. You just can't top them. You know what I mean? Like they're sung better. They do better with it, and it just The best songs I'll give you is Jesus Christ, how many times are going outside? Goddamn. Christ, that's the most I've ever heard. Freaking opening the damn slider and close it. Jesus Christ, lady. Dang it. Bad time to do that. I swear, these people always fucking do this shit at the worst time. They always fucking time this shit right. It's freaking unreal, I'll tell you. Freaking unreal.
Don't worry, they burnt the what is it? The turkey ham. What was it?
Right. Yeah. So the best songs here is My Brother, which is sung by both Mufasa and Scar, or Taka, whatever you want to go by. Those are definitely that's I would say that was the best one. And then what was it the love one with Mufasa's father and wife? That love song or whatever. I think that was the second best one. The Bye Bye one, I didn't give a shit for that one. which was sung by the White Lion, which I don't even give a fuck about his name. I don't even think you remember his name either.
I really don't remember many of the characters from that's names, to be honest.
Yeah, so thank God they make it a little bit more, easier way to at least point out which is which. You know what I mean?
And they've had certain characters with literally no names that should
Oh,
have
yeah.
names. So,
Yeah,
so
literally.
basically, it's so confusing.
Yeah, so so the main white one that you see in the frickin' trailer, the big ass motherfucker with the hair. I'm badass, right? He sang this Bye 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 song, and it fucking, I mean, how many times you say bye bye in the fucking song? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I didn't care for it at all. I tried to get into it, but he just kept saying it, and I'm just like, this just does not sound right. There's just not really any spaz to it. You know what I mean? There's no spaz to it. It's just freaking kind of bland. I didn't give a shit for that one. Like I said, the brother one, that one was kind of catchy. You know what I mean? It had kind of like a hoop to it. I could see a lot of people liking that song. It just, like I said, it had a spaz to it a little bit, at least compared to any of the other ones. The love one wasn't too bad. I don't know, or was it the one against Mufasa and I don't even remember her chick's name either. I don't remember her name either. I keep thinking Nala, but it's not her because it's a different fucking chick. So, but anyway, the other chick that you freaking see in that group, with Mufasa, Scar, and then that chick, whatever the female line, I don't remember her damn name, but the one that joins and then eventually Mufasa becomes with, they be together. Obviously, that's the new wife or whatever. Or the new girlfriend, whatever the fuck you want to call her. Her, which I don't. It's crazy. I don't remember her name. I don't even remember her name. Them two singing the song. That one was not bad.
Oh, you're talking about Mufasa and Sarabi?
Oh, Sarabi, is that? No. Is that what her name is?
Yeah, Simba's mom. Yeah, Sarabi.
No, the girlfriend. The one that he falls in love with.
Was it the one that Scar was originally wanting?
Yeah.
That's Sarabi.
That's Sarabi?
Yes, it's Sarabi.
Is that really?
I'm thinking so. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure it's Sarabi.
Okay, so maybe it's Sarabi.
I'm pretty sure it's Sarabi.
Because I know his mother comes in the end. I know that. And
I don't remember her. I don't think we ever got her name.
No, I don't know. I mean, if they did, they fucking said it. And
I don't think we got her name.
It fucking said it. Then goodbye. Good luck. I remember again.
Because that was such a fast scene.
Yeah, it was. It was such a fast scene. It just fucking boom, bang, and if you don't catch it, you freaking miss it, and they don't even say her fucking name anymore.
But I know the mom's name.
They just say mom.
But I know the mom's name was not Sarabi.
Right. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, it's Sarabi. Sarabi is what her.
Uno momento. Google come in handy for me.
So that song between her and Mufasa, that one was not bad. It was an alright one. I mean those two were really it. I mean everything after that. I mean it just was Mufasa being nailing everything to the T, like coming up with the good ideas and shit. And then obviously eventually you get Scar that freaking tells them where the hell they're
at.
Yeah,
it's Sarabi.
Oh,
It's
Sarabi.
Sarabi. Because it's Sarabi, Zazu, and Rafiki.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So then that kind of situation kind of happens. So basically, the Pride Rock, it forms, the earth shakes, you know what I mean, and then the fucking rock falls down, and then, oh my god, it's the Pride Rock. Same thing with the land that they were going to, same thing, same shit, you know what I mean? You figure out, oh yeah, that's the...
Also, if
freaking-
people are interested in seeing it, literally do not Google it because just Googling the name of that gives spoilers. So literally
No,
don't
right.
do
Oh
that.
yeah. So I wouldn't advise it.
Even just a character's name, don't do that.
Yeah, right. Was it one that you need to see in theaters? I don't really see the reason to. I mean, you could wait until it comes on Disney Plus, save your money.
I really don't think it'd be need to be seen in theaters.
Yeah,
I think
it's not. I mean, because you're not really getting much out of it per se. Whereas I will say personally, we had more of a more badass experience with Sonic 3 on the big screen. Like that one, like I do suggest seeing on theaters. And I'm not saying that as in biasness. I'm just meaning as in like what you get out of the movie. You know, I mean, if you got a perfectly nice, let's just say 4K TV, shit, the movie will look freaking really good on your TV. And just you're not gonna get much more out of it really, seeing it on the big screen. So I think you're gonna have more of a blast with Sonic 3 in terms of funness at least. So that's kind of the take on that one. But was it a bad movie? No. I think it was a decent movie. It's a decent movie. It has some good things. It has some fun things. And obviously it depends on what you look at too. Like I said, I went in with a lesser of a hype kind of baggage, and I kind of came out being like, it wasn't bad. It was a decent movie. The ranking I get out of it is a 7. It's a 7 out of 10. And I can't go any higher because of just the songs could have been better. Honestly, if it was animation, like 2D animation, I think I would have gave it like a 9. I just don't. I don't think the CGI. I don't think it's really the. You can't beat the 2D animation. You freaking put the 2D animation from the original, and even from the sequel. You put that shit in this, I think you got a pretty solid movie. I mean, everything is gonna collab pretty damn good. You know what I mean? I can knock it up there to an 8 or 9, and say that it was a pretty damn good movie. I just think the CGI. I just think it's this live action remake shit is just kind of over its day, essentially. And I think they just need to get better at at coming up with original concept. But this is what they're doing. So so this is what you get out of it. You get a 7 out of 10. I think my sister, she said the same thing. Sister, 7 out of 10. And then I think you were going back and forth between a 7 and an 8.
7.5 and an 8.
Yeah, 7.5 and an 8. So we're pretty much all around the same ballpark. Like I said, we had a decent time. It wasn't terrible. And I'm happy we kind of came out liking it more than just mid, because that's kind of what I was afraid of. So we were gonna walk out there and be like, well, that was kind of just blit. So it was kind of nice to kind of walk out there and be like, yeah, it was decent. But again, nothing spectacular. Obviously, the main thing I don't care for is that Mufasa is adopted in this new one. I don't care for that. I think that's a stupid decision on their part. I think I agree with my sister on that. He should be part of the damn family, not this freaking adoption bullshit conflict situation. I just think it's kind of ridiculous. And why changing? You're fucking up the past, and it doesn't need to be fixed. It just kind of messes up everything, honestly. So I just don't see the point in that. I don't care for that. But I mean, for this movie particularly, it worked. For what it needed to say. And obviously they had a different outcome with the Scar getting scratched. I guess apparently it was originally from his father because of something that he does very badly to the point where his father scratches him. And that was in the original lore, but in this one, not the case. He gets scratched by You can guess it. The white line. Because he gets in the way of Shock, color me Shock, protecting Mufasa. So, so I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's obvious to kind of figure out, you know what I mean? But after seeing it, you're like, oh, yeah, that was kind of predictable. But yeah, that's the gist of the story. Obviously, the monkey comes in there when they're on the journey to this freaking land, because he sees it, he believes it, yada yada. He kind of gives this little backstory where the heck he came from.
Yeah, people are like, oh, he's a cursed and stuff, get rid of him.
Yeah.
Then we get a few seconds of characters we don't even literally know, unfortunately, without names or so, which was ridiculous.
Right, yeah. Goodness. What's up, bad boy? Welcome to the stream, by the way. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of that. Like I said, nothing to brag about. It's a decent movie. Nothing spectacular or anything like that. Okay, yeah, she told me little bummer that you're not coming, but I mean it's on you.
Fair. Yeah, I'd rather do my own thing, you know.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't even know what the hell Mr. Heisenberg's doing. So.
Yeah, my best friend wants to play some games with me, so you know.
Oh, gotcha. No, you're good. You're good. No worries.
Oh, did you already finish your stream?
No.
I was like, what?
I'm still doing it.
I was like, wait a minute.
Trying to freaking get her off my back.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
She's asking me these damn questions. I apologize. My
I was
bad.
like, I wasn't even seeing you up there. Oh, yeah, but you don't put yourself up there when you're doing that stuff. Like, wait a minute. You're not on the screen there. Oh, yeah. Just show me.
Disney once again getting very touchy with their phones. Right, Vanco, right? Yeah. So nothing spectacular, like I stated.
Yes. I like this image that I see of Fortnite. It's like, this used to be a joke. It shows Spider-Man, Godzilla, Peter, and Goku. It's like, yeah, it used to be a joke, but now it's legit. Like, you can tell that's legit now.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so that's the Disney side of it. Here's the W's. So did it get number one? Ha! No. Well, yes, but only for 2 days. Christmas and the day after Christmas, and just barely, by the way, just barely, by a very minor margin. Otherwise, Sonic 3 been number 1 the whole damn time. W's for domestic, not international, because obviously Mufasa opened everywhere, so they've been dominating that internationally. Of course, I think Disney is salty about not being number 1 in the U.S. because they keep making tweets saying that they are number 1 in the U.S. when they are not. Which they're getting trolled up the ass.
I would say probably try not to drop their name too much because you don't want them to even come after you.
Nah,
You know
they ain't gonna do shit. There's people that talk about them all the time. They don't get their videos taken down.
They're sure. I was saying I'd rather be safe.
It'd be a different story if I tweeted on there and it was joining the trolls.
Yeah, that would be a difference, but still.
It's a different, yeah. They don't care about YouTube. YouTube is whatever.
Still, I ain't gonna poke the fire on stuff.
I don't give a fuck. They can frick themselves, you know.
Right.
I gave you a 7 out of 10 out of your damn movie, and I saw your movie, so you can't bitch at me.
And that's more than most people gave it. So
They're right.
At least you're more generous.
Right. Hey, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not being generous just to be generous. That's just how I felt when I came out of the movie.
Exactly.
You know, and no difference with Sly. Same thing. You know, that's how he felt when he came out of the movie. It's not us being generous because, oh my God, it's Disney, we got to be generous. Fuck no. If we thought if it was a big piece of trash, we'd fucking tell you, yeah, it's a piece of shit. Don't watch it.
Right. Like I just had little things
You know?
that I didn't like with it or so.
But I mean, other than that, like I said, I mean, it's an alright movie. It's a decent movie. I mean, you know, you guys might think differently of it. You might think it's a mid movie at best, and you might think it's shit.
I just personally wish some of these characters we've seen that never got names, or so I wish they kind of got names, and I kind of wish there wasn't as much little awkwardness with Timon and Pumbaa, because that really wasn't needed and pushed a lot of things down.
I would say the biggest negatives of the movie is Timon and Pumbaa. Those two fucking are shit in this movie. I did not give a fuck for them at all in this movie. I'm being legit with that. Every time they showed up on screen, I was like, oh God.
It's because they wanted to be the center and they were not even there. It's like, just let him tell the story is where it was.
Yeah, they kept interrupting and they were annoying as fuck and they
Yeah,
kept trying to do the Hakuna Matata, but this time Hakuna Mufasa. So they're trying to be funny with that bullshit, and it was this fucking cringe and just stupid, and it was just like, shut the hell up.
But I really liked Kiara in it, though. She kept trying to get the story, and so she kept doing the good part.
Yeah, she was fine. And Rafiki, he was fine too. You know, he had some moments here and there that were like, but other than that, I mean,
I think his actually did tie in so much better because it explained why.
Yeah, his did. I mean, like I said, he had a few moments here and there that were kind of like, but they were very minor. You know, they weren't really that big.
Like the weird part for him is when he's in that tree with those people and trying to get rid of him. That was kind of a weird bit for me.
That was kind of like a.
It was
okay.
It was okay. It just really wasn't as neat. Because it gave us more characters that we have names and so that care about and whatnot.
Yeah, you just
seemed like a fella.
Stupid ass monkeys that were like, get rid of his ass.
And it just seemed like the one person that was there that was talking to saying don't go and stuff. It just seemed like that was a little bit of a filler.
Scar or Taka freaking getting all triggered about Mufasa.
Liking Sarabi liking Mufasa. That was
shit like that. It's like that part kind of irritated me a little bit because I just thought it was fucking stupid that he got pissed at him because he didn't say anything to her. She just fucking figured it out on her own.
It's because she knew Mufasa and Mufasa lied for Scar, but she figured it out.
It's like unlike you, Scar over there with the fucking cowardice little bitch you are, fucking not doing shit and fucking just I can't do anything. I don't got any balls. Instead of that, he's just fucking sitting back there like a bitch, and fucking Mufasa has to sit there and be the fucking man. It's like, well, what do you think is gonna fucking happen, you dumb frick?
Weird stuff. It was interesting.
You know, I mean, and then trying to get with Sarabi, who does he ask? He has fucking Mufasa for fucking advice. It's like, dude.
It's like surrounding.
It's like always asking him for shit. It's just like, my goodness.
It's like Mufasa did this stuff for you, but she figured out he's the only one that can notice these little things, like the smell of a certain flower somewhere she knows you can't.
You know, she's
like,
you can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at him because you don't do shit.
It's
right?
like
you don't make the fucking moves. You make it cringy as shit, and I mean, it just you sit back there and then you judge. And even he was kind of pushing her away too in the beginning. There, he was like, no, it's not me, yeah. And she's still fucking. She was like, no, you're not outsmarting me. I know it's you. It's like, well, it's like at that point you can't fucking deny it. She knows, you know. So at that point you might as well just be honest. You know, there's no point of not being honest at that point. You know, she cracked the code. You can't freaking hide against it.
It's like basically Mufasa's doing everything to make this person go to. Person that's not him that wanted them.
Right.
And basically, his Scar later turned into Yandere. Like, this person's obviously minded, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Jealous. And Mufasa, it's like, dude, Mufasa did nothing wrong. He was trying to push that person to you where you're not seeing that he did that. They figured out.
Same thing with wanted to be king. Same freaking thing. He didn't want to be king.
Lord.
Pushed on his ass on that shit. You know, so it's just like, you can't be mad at the character when he doesn't even fucking want it. And then eventually, well, yeah, he falls in love later. Well, yeah, at that point, I mean, you know, when you're fucking, you know, when she's figuring out everything and then she's liking it and shit like that, well, yeah, then you probably might fall in love with her, obviously. I mean, at that point, yeah, you know. I mean, you know, because it was kind of like a switch. Like, at first he didn't, but then, you know, kept going and going and going, and then eventually was like, all right, yeah, I can't.
Because at first, who did Scar want only in the group? Just him and Mufasa to go forward. He's saying to Zazu and Shirabi, go your own way, do your own thing. It's like, that didn't leave a good impression.
Oh, and then Mufasa saved Shirabi, and that's the other thing, too. And, again, figured it out. You know,
while Scar hid under a rock and...
Yeah, well, I hit on the rock. Oh, yeah.
And literally, he made sure she was okay. And said Scar did it, but...
You know, it's just like, no, if you want this damn chick, you need to fucking grow a pair of balls and go after her yourself, bitch. Like, if you really like her ass, then fucking do it. Like, why are you sitting over here freaking trying to get advice and shit, not even barely doing anything, and then when you get up there and start telling her, you're freaking saying it in the most nervous, shaking way ever. I mean, you make it really like what the fuck are you doing?
You smell like duck flower.
Yeah. Just completely butchering all of it. It's just like, good lord. Like, just be yourself.
Like, Mufasa had to secretly be back to back.
You're right.
His face falls up back to like.
You know, I mean, obviously you two were not meant to be. I mean, that's what it was. You know, and you're just pissed because you couldn't get it. It's like, well, life's a bitch, ain't it?
It's like, stop being Neon Dairy over here, woman.
Right.
Or sorry.
You know, it's just like, you know, and you brought him into your pack. You're the fucking bastard that did it. So
like, Mufasa wanted her there, you didn't.
You know,
like, Brett.
I mean, sure. Did he try to convince you to let him? Yes, but you're the one that freaking went after him first. You know, I mean, it just, you know, it's things like that. It's just like, you know, it just made me defend Mufasa more. I mean, honestly, that's all it did, is maybe defend him, because he just he just kept putting everything on his ass. And then eventually, like I said, backstabs him by fucking joining by joining the fucking enemies and shit, which I thought was just bullshit at that point. Because you knew he had to lie himself to get them on his side and shit like that. Oh, you're my new father now, or you're my new son now, or whatever like that. I'm like, fuck out of here. You know, he's just doing it just to get Mufasa. Like, that's the only reason why he's doing it. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about you. Like the second you do something stupid, they'll kill you. It's no difference, you know. I mean, you know, that was shown in their previous group when the one lion got away because Mufasa killed his son, and he went back to warn him about it. What happened to that guy? He got fucked. He got killed. So it shows you that they don't give a fuck about, you know, if you freaking, you know, do those type of things thinking that you're making the right choice. ends up not being the case at all. Man, it's just unreal, you know. So it's just dumb that he tries to get some guts and goes over there and says shit. So, but yeah. So I mean, that's essentially the movie, in a nutshell. I mean, you know, obviously there's little scenes here and there and shit like that are just all right, you know. But that's essentially the movie in a nutshell. Last time I checked, the movie was at like 327 million in total globally. I think 110 domestically or some shit.
Yeah, I don't ever look at that stuff.
And this is from Mufasa, and then the international is like 170 or something. I'm keeping an eye on it because I am wanting Sonic to come on top. That's and I'm trying to see like how high their Mufasa movie is going to go. That's the reason why I'm paying attention to it. So if you guys want kind of updates on it, I can do little shorts. You know what I mean, to kind of give you updates and stuff like that. And the international numbers for Sonic 3 is finally starting to come in, which is a good thing. It's kicking ass domestically though, doing very good domestically. I think the last time I checked it was 136 million or 138 million, something like that. And internationally is up to like 70 million or 74 million. Yeah, 74 million. So, so it's getting up there. I'm still waiting for the new numbers to come in to see where it goes next. Obviously, we're going into New Year's, and that's another big holiday, right? So we'll see how many people go to the theaters on New Year's Day. And we'll see. Hopefully, Sonic 3 beats Mufasa this time because freaking Mufasa won on Christmas Day. Which I don't really consider it that much of a win because I think they kind of cheated because they took more screens away from Sonic 3 and gave it more to Mufasa, which I think is bullshit. I don't even think they should be allowed to do that. I think it's kind of stupid. But you know, it's Disney not admitting to defeat. You're clearly getting defeated domestically, and they don't want to admit it. So they try to frickin' do shit to try to make Sonic lose. But you know what the funny thing is? It still keeps pulling ahead. So that just tells you, even with less screenings, it's kicking its ass. Still. You know, in that way, which I find that hilarious. You know, but it's also frustrating at the same time because with the first two movies, it had 4,100, you know, movie theaters. You know what I mean? It had the full number. And thanks to fucking Mufasa, it don't. And that's that's the frustrating part. That's the aggravating part. Because I can only bet your ass if it had the full number like these previous two movies, it, you know, it's, I bet you the numbers would be higher. You know what I mean? I bet you Sonic 3 probably would have beaten Sonic 2, you know, in opening weekend. I bet you it would have. I mean, it wasn't far off. You know, it was only 12 million away. That's it. So, I mean, you know, if you had those extra screens in there and shit, probably would have. Probably would have passed that, you know? And I bet you we'll be getting even higher numbers right now. But, I mean, it's still doing very good, though. I know there's another channel that said with the first 9 days, it beat the first two movies with profit. So that's a W right there. So that kind of tells you that, yeah, this third movie will definitely be a success in terms of money. So that's a good thing. When you're hearing numbers like that, like they're crushing the previous two movies already with the numbers, and we're only just barely the second week, you know, or not even like halfway through the third week, I should say. Like that's impressive. You know, that tells you it's going to do really good. So that gives me more faith that we're definitely going to see 500 million numbers, I think. Yeah, I definitely have more faith in that. And like I said, it's not everywhere internationally, and I think people need to get that. Is that Sonic 3 is not everywhere internationally. It's in majority places, but there's still some places that still haven't opened yet. Like I know there's some that are going to open on January 4th. There's some going to open on January 7th, and then there's some that's going to open on January 17th, which is crazy that we're that far into January before those people in those different countries finally get to see it. While we already seen it once already, and some of these people have seen it 10 times, and they haven't even been able to see it once. So that's crazy. But and then there could be legit reasons why they having to do that with this movie. There could be who knows the reasons. Not really sure. Maybe it could just be the country, or maybe it could be the language of making it work with that country. Who knows? Hard to really say. Or maybe it's just a tactic they're doing. Hard to say. Because I don't think they did that for the first two movies. I don't think they did. No. I think they opened up everywhere. So definitely a different tactic. But I'm not really too concerned about it. I think it's doing very good. And once those numbers really start kicking in, and we start hitting these, the 4th and the 7th, and the 17th of January, we start really getting into the month of January. I think we're really going to start seeing it shine. With the numbers for Sonic 3. I think it'll do really good. Like I said, I think it'll hit 500 million. I think that's what I'm going to aim for. I'm going to aim for that for safety reasons. I think it's a good number. And if it gets higher than that, W's. And I hope it does. I really do. Mufasa, not really too sure. I think some people are already saying it already broke even. No, it didn't. It did not break even. You clearly don't know how freaking movies work. You have to look at first of all, you have to look at the production. Second of all, you have to include the marketing. And then you have to times that by 2. You have to times it by 2. And that will give you that number. Mufasa has to make at least 500 to 700 million to break even. Somewhere around that number, I don't know the exact number, because because of how much marketing they're putting out there, it might even be higher than 100 million. It might be 150, it might be 200. This movie needs to make a lot to break even. 500 is for the sake of it, you hope that it only needs 500 to break even. Because if it needs like 600 or 700, ouch. I don't know if it's going to hit that. I don't know if it's going to hit that, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to say. Because it already seems like it's starting to kind of die down. And you just crushed 300. So, I mean, I don't know. And then you see Sonic, and it's speeding up. So, the blue blur is going in his ball, and he's speeding up. So he's catching up. So I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it passes it. Oh, you're gonna see Disney fucking flip the frick out. It does that. They're gonna get so pissed. It's gonna be hilarious. So hopefully it does, for their sake. For our sake, I should say. Yeah, so that's kind of the box office numbers, doing very good domestically, kicking ass domestically. Internationally, we're just starting to get the numbers not too shabby, just starting to come in, and I think it's only going to pick up from here. I know domestically and internationally for both movies, it's about half and half. So I mean, I'm seeing very good things. Very good things. So now getting into the actual movie of Sonic 3, Well, by the thumbnail, that proved it right there. One's got the thumbs up, the other one's got the mid. I thought this was freaking amazing. It was the best one out of the three. That's 100%. Any review that you're getting out of that, they all been saying that. And that's 100% right here. Definitely the best one out of the three, without a question. I didn't even get to the end of the movie, and I was already saying it's a 10. And when I got to the third act, I was if I could go above 10, I would. But
I don't even know how people determine the acts in them. That confuses me.
Little what now?
The acts, like Act 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how they determine those.
You know, I mean, I guess if you really know where like where it gets to about the half point of the movie, you know what I mean? You know, like I guess that's where you can kind of get the gist of like, okay, this is Act 1, Act 2, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't even remember the exact part. I think when he gets pissed at him, I think is where I was just like, it's a 10. And it felt like the half movie. That felt like I was at halfway through the movie. That's what it felt like. And I think I was pretty much on point with that, because there was only like, what, 40 minutes left? So, or whatever you want to, you know. Obviously, I'm not being right on the dot with the minutes, but, you know, that at least that's what it felt like. So, and I was pretty sure that's pretty dead on.
Right.
But, you know, showing the backstory of Shadow, fucking amazing. I mean, it was good. So damn good. And they had a catchy line in there, or they had a catchy song in there, End of the Line. Very catchy song, very good song. Very uplifting, you know. In Shadow, with its different emotions, it was cute. Cute, good, and fun. I mean, it just all mixed. Keanu Reeves fucking kills it. He kills it. He kills it for Shadow, 100%. He's one of the best ones, I think. Obviously, there is Jason, right? For Shadow.
I don't know whose voice actors are. I wasn't really paying attention much last time.
Well, I
I
know when we were, you know, we were hearing all the different Shadow voice actors, you know, when we were watching the video.
I think you're thinking of the Jason guy that was the Sonic one.
Oh, the Sonic one. Okay.
I know Jason was one of the Sonic.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm freaking Frank. I don't. Maybe Kevin or whatever the hell his name is. But nonetheless, Keanu Reeves, he's up there, freaking one of the best. He freaking nails it. He does the character very well. It's a fast-paced movie, that I will tell you. It's very fast-paced. It just keeps moving. No flossing in this one.
Unfortunately.
Which honestly was okay. I think that was fine. I think anybody bitch about that, I think there's something wrong with you.
I think everyone will laugh that there's the concept of the flaws.
Yeah, listen, we got 2 movies out of that shit.
Especially if the popularity, especially Fortnite, increased that.
Yeah,
that was funny that they took the chance to drop it. But Floss hasn't been as popular as the trend did Fortnite, so I respect.
Yeah, and I think that's why they dropped it. Now, Jim Carrey, Robotnik, he's fucking peak in this movie. He's fucking peak. And same with Agent Stone, too. Like, this movie made me love Agent Stone more than ever.
The feels.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's fucking... I mean, he was just hilarious. He was freaking... I mean, he was great. I had no problems with his character. I mean, I actually felt bad for the poor guy because he was trying.
And if you remember the second movie with "Take me with you, Doctor."
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's something even better in this one. We'll give you guys that. No
What's up, Justin Williams? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, he was freaking. You know, no exceptions to that. You know, you could definitely tell his heart shattered in some spots. You know, when he got kind of kicked out.
Take me with
you know, of the group, essentially, because he had his grandfather, you know, replacement type thing. But he was fucking peak in this movie. I mean, him playing 2 characters, and they broke the 4th wall, by the way, which was fucking hilarious. That was fucking dope as shit. I laughed my ass off.
It seemed like we're 2 actors.
Yeah, playing the same character.
Playing 2 different characters.
Yeah.
Like in a movie, and literally looking at the camera.
Yeah, oh yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Just freaking, just
Whoa,
peeking that. Oh yeah, just
Whoa.
peeking that. And that whole scene of like, you know, trying to like, I mean, he questioned him like 3 different questions, and Gerald got it right all 3 times. And it just, that scene was just, it was funny, and it was longer than I expected. I thought it was gonna be like quick and fast, you know, because you see the trailers and shit like that, and it makes it seem pretty quick. But no, it was actually a pretty lengthy scene. It was very more lengthy than I thought. But I liked it that they had the characters split in different directions, trying to figure out, you know, where Shadow is, or where, you know, where they're at in this freaking, you know, place, or the secret base, that, you know, base that gets destroyed, that where Shadow originally was, with Gerald or Robotnik. So it was really cool that, you know, you got Tails and you got Agent Stone, and then you got Sonic and Robotnik, and then, and I think Knuckles. I think he just went.
Sonic and Ivo. You should probably say Ivo.
Yeah.
You should just say Ivo instead of Gerald instead of Robotnik.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, Ivo. You know, the main one. You put it that way. And I think Knuckles. Did he just go by himself? I think he did, didn't he? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember that part.
Because yeah, there's Eggman, Stone, Tails, Sonic, Knuckles. Sonic and Eggman, Stone, Tails. Yeah, I think Knuckles is just by himself.
I think he just went by himself. I think he did.
I don't think there was another person.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
Oh, and like that little Halloween thing they did and stuff like that. That was there.
Yeah.
Boo.
The
it
boo,
got
the boo, and that was cute.
Yeah.
It was
And it did
very
it to every single group, which is cool. Its own way.
Yeah, it was peak. Agent Stone called Tails adorable.
Thanks. And then we talked about the friendship.
I thought that was fucking cute. I did. You said that, I was like, oh.
And then Tails and Stone kind of had a moment. It was like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, does Sonic consider you a sidekick or a friend? And Tails is like a friend, and like, doesn't Ivo consider you a friend?
And he was like,
oh.
yeah.
Like, it was
He's like,
awkward.
not quite.
It was very awkward.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Because
You could tell his heart kind of shattered there for a moment. You know?
Like, oh. It made a thing.
His heart definitely shattered there for a moment.
Oh, shoot, maybe he's
I
right.
felt bad for the poor guy.
Oh, shoot, maybe he's right.
They have this amazing dance off to Push the Button song.
Basically, when they were trying
Galaxy
to do a heist or something.
or Galvaxy or shit. Now I'm already forgetting.
They were doing a heist into the gun headquarters to get one of the key codes to the Eclipse Cannon.
Yeah, and with the frickin' lasers, you know, they had this specific costume on, and it basically just reflected off the red lasers and shit, and it was kind of cool. And they just had that fire ass song just as they just frickin' did this dance off. That was something I did not know I wanted, but I got it, and I was like,
the fire song with like laser deflecting suits with 2 Jim Carreys is really good.
It was fucking
to
good.
get into the vault, this hidden thing.
Yeah.
Compared to the Sonic team just doing something else to get them there. There's 2 different ways of teams going into it. The Sonic team and the...
Which both ways were actually pretty affirmative.
Right.
Were pretty good. Tom and Maddie, freaking good in this movie. They're awesome. I like that they did their little cameo of the sister, of Maddie's sister, and
you want to get nasty?
Yeah, and
nasty.
And the disguise of her husband. You know, what's his name that came in the second movie?
Paul.
Paul, yeah.
I think.
So they disguised themselves as them too, and then they basically played as that character, which I thought was kind of cool. It's a nice little tie-in, to still and kind of include them, but in a different way. And their tie-ins were great. I mean, it was awesome. I like that. I like that you still introduced them, you still had them. Wade, very small little cameo type thing, but it was nice. I mean, it fit the movie. I know some people thought, well, no, it wasn't needed. No, I thought including him for the 30 seconds was fine. It was funny. It was, it was a funny little thing, him playing with the puck, with the Master Emerald, and Sonic being a savage and just fucking taking it from his ass, and he's like, "Well, I tried." Like the whole shit was just funny. It was cute, and I'm glad they added him in there. If you're gonna bitch about that, then well, you know, I just
It was
think
less than 2 minutes away.
right. Like you're gonna cry about something small like that. Like, come on, he's a funny character, and I'm glad they're still bringing him in. You had him in the first two. It'd be kind of stupid not to. All I ask is that I'm cool you include them. Just integrate them in a better way. Make them fit better in the story. Is all I ask. And obviously don't completely focus fully on them. Just like 7 minutes, something like that. You know what I mean? Or you get a little bit of the advancement. You know what I mean in their characters. Obviously the funniness that they bring and all that. You know what I mean? That greatness that makes it good is really what I ask for. But of course, focus on the things that we want, which is obviously the Sonic characters. Shadow, Robotnik, you name it. You focus on them. That's what we're really there for. But you have good human characters now. A lot of people may not like them, and well, that's a shame that you don't, because I like them. I love them. They're great. Like, I don't know how you can, but some people look at it differently, and if you don't, I respect that, But I do. I find them funny. I find them great. They're entertaining, and they're just great people to be, to have in the movies, and I think it's awesome. And it's cool that they brought them in as a family, and I like that. Tom kind of being that dad figure or that father figure, and Maddie kind of being that mom figure. And I think it's kind of cool. Justin says, The Sonic the Hedgehog 3, best movie, Super Shadow, crazy, 10 out of 10. Listening in the background behind you. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, nope, I got my cool. Yeah, Sonic Blue guys. Yes, I agree with your rating, my man. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I think even Sly gave it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I did.
So him and me were the rares. We were the two 10 out of 10s. We walked out of there easily with that. My sister gave it between an 8 and a 9, and Mr. Heisenberg gave it a solid 9. It was either a solid 9 or 9.5. He fluctuated. I think he may have stuck with the 9. I think there was a few times he was going up to a 9.5, but it was back and forth. But just so many good scenes. I'm forgetting his name. The doctor guy, the main gun agent. I'm forgetting his name. He's the older one.
The commander.
Yeah, the commander.
The gun commander.
Yeah. Which is, it's a shame I'm not remembering his name, because it was a basic name, but he was a good character.
Started arm. Was it Rowan? I think it was Rowan.
Maybe.
Google.
Well, either way, it's a nonetheless. Yeah.
Come here, Google.
Nonetheless, that character, man, he was really good. He was freaking good, and honestly, it kind of got me when he got killed. Which, yeah, he got killed, which was very unfortunate.
Walter.
There
you go.
Yeah, Gun Agent Walter. What's up, TV2? Welcome to the stream. Yo. Yeah, Commander Walter. Freaking awesome. Very good character. Hey, you got 3 movies out of him. W's for that. I mean,
right.
I was wondering if he was going to last for a long time or not. And, this was his end. He went out as a badass. I'll give him that. And he even trusted Sonic with the key card.
And which they forgot to hide.
Yeah, right, yeah. They didn't do a good job of that part.
We can help with this and that.
Yeah, definitely didn't help with that.
Well done.
But I thought it was cool that he kind of did a turnaround, like respecting Sonic and the team. Because in the second movie they were trapping them, so it was kind of cool that in the third movie they kind of flipped, flipped roles. At least mainly him. Obviously got the chick bitch. What was that? which I'm just gonna go by that because I don't.
Wasn't her name something Monica? I think it was Monica.
Monica or something like
I think
that.
it started with an M. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was Monica.
Yeah, Monica or Mila or something.
Monica or Madison. That's one of those.
Or yeah, something.
It's
yeah.
Monica or Madison.
But I'll give her credit. She was a good antagonist. She was very good. I'll give her that. She definitely made you hate her without a question. You know, you definitely was not fond of Sonic and his team helping out.
She was not cute.
Not with that by any means, but she did it anyway because the commander said to do it. So.
Which, you know, I don't know what happened. R.I.P.
Yeah.
that homie.
Yeah, RP that guy. Now we got the bitch freaking. Yeah.
Son of a.
Yeah, and she's freaking crazy. She's crazy. She don't. Ooh, she's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to know what happened to her though after.
Oh, she's definitely still alive.
Just
I do believe
after
that.
apparently doing, you know.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, she just walked off, and
She just walked out.
She really did fall for the trap. She really did think that it was Commander Walter, and literally fall for the whole.
And she was never seen again. It's like, what happened to this woman?
Yeah, it's like she went off thinking everything was fine. So I don't know if she must have just went back to regular duties. I guess I don't know.
Right.
Hard to really say on that one. All I can say is that she fell for it.
Right, but
So,
literally had no.
you know, so the
context
disguise
why, but
worked,
it's
and I give time. I mean, because I was getting a little scared. I thought he was gonna blow it too. I thought he was because I thought he was gonna say something that wasn't gonna sound like him and some shit, and that was gonna make her suspicious. You know, but he stayed firm, and she didn't fall for it. So I was shocked. I was shocked on that one. What's your Facebook? I don't have Facebook. I don't know why you're asking me for my Facebook.
What?
It's a weird question to be asking me, but all right. No, I don't have Facebook. Frick Facebook.
It's not even good to ask the socials. Like for asking that, there's really.
No, I mean you're fine for asking. I'll be honest with you. For the socials that I do have are in the description. So if you really want to follow me on them, that's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. Stay up to date with me on it. I got X, Twitter, Instagram. Those are down there. Links are in the description. True Social, Discord. Those are my socials. No, I don't have Facebook. Facebook is a cancer. Cancer app in my book. Nothing but drama and hell, and I just don't care for it. I have Facebook Messenger, but that's only because of certain people that, you know, it works better to contact them through that. And that's the only reason why I have that Messenger app. That's it. That's the only reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't care for that either. But that's really it. It's because it works better to contact those specific people. Otherwise than that, I deactivated my account and I'm not reinstating it because I just never use it. It's a waste of space. And that's how I believe. But yeah, if you have X or True Social or Instagram, I got those three. They're in the description. Oh, I know they're making a Sonic 4, which, yes, they did confirm. They confirmed that on the premiere of Sonic 3. They came out and said Sonic 4 is in production. Which, big W's, 100%. Very excited about that. And, I'll jump right into it. Super Shadow, Super Sonic, fucking peak in this movie. Especially when Shadow got freaking dark with talking shit about his family. And Tom, he brought Tom. I was like, oh shit. That little did he know he fucked up there. You freaking hit a nerve. He got his ass whooped for that one. But very awesome scene though. I mean, very fight. I mean, it couldn't have been any more badass. I mean, in the clarity of it too was just freaking amazing. But the colors were peak, and they even had Live and Learn on there, which I thought was awesome. So I got excited on that too. They played that when they going after Robotnik and Ivo.
They became homies.
Or Ivo and Gerald.
Oh,
was
did
awesome.
you do that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming shortly for your line.
Right. So that shit.
First and second, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So that shit was fire. The whole scene was awesome. I mean, I like the callback. You know, when he was about to, kill him per se, but then instantly said, "No, this is not me, and that's not who I am," and it made full sense.
This is not what Maria would want.
Exactly, and even he kind of even Shadow figured that out too. When he kind of went back on that. So I mean that whole part was just heartfelt, heart touch, and it was just really good. Even called back to the Maria part again, which her dying, by the way, that was it was sad. It was definitely very sad, very emotional. I think you're messed up for cheering for that. Because I guess some people have cheered for that in the theaters, and I just want to say you're messed up if you're cheering for that.
And to clarify it, no, she did not get shot. It was due to an explosion.
Yeah. Which I think, honestly, was a better take for the movie.
Where they were going to try and shoot her, but Commander Walters pulled the guy's gun away, but it hit some explosive thing and kaboom.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And I think that was a better way to go about it because it still made it dark, but not
dark word. You shot a teenager.
Yeah, I think that would have been too much for a kid like that to get shot in a kids movie. I think it would have been making a lot of kids cry, and yeah, I think that would have been. I think doing it in this fashion, I think was a smarter take. I know some people were kind of bitching about that, but listen, it's it's a kids movie. You don't want to overdo it.
Right.
As long as you get the point across, like, hey, this happened. It leads to the same thing. You're dying either way. You're still technically getting killed by the bullet. It's just in this aspect you're not getting killed directly by the bullet. It's something that the bullet hits, which then you die that way. It's still the same concept, just not direct. Which I still think it still has the same kind of impact.
And goes,
and it still makes Shadow rage, and very powerful scene, very good scene. I mean, I was very sad at that part. I really was. Almost gave me a tear. I felt his pain. I could, see why his rage was as much as it was because it was revengeful, and so you got the point across on why he was the way he was. Bunch of cringy moments with, but they were good cringy moments though. With fucking Gerald smacking his ass with the freaking glove.
Oh, this? I'm saving it for Comic-Con, but I don't have to go.
And he's just beating the fuck out of him with his ass. I mean, this shit was just like, whoa! That was like out of nowhere, but it was fucking hilarious the whole time.
And they just flicked to that from like the Sonic and Shadow thing out there. Just flicked.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like it was just like
complete.
Well played. Like literally least expected time before.
Oh yeah, and then using their cool tech that they had on their arm and shit, and coming up with these different like claw things, these different, bug type.
Where Ivo was the
Scorpion, was it?
No, he's praying mantis. Gerald was the scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah. So it was kind of using their tech to be different, and then they were just using that to fight.
Cuts off half of Gerald's mustache.
Oh yeah,
that is elder abuse.
Obviously, if you're curious, does he get killed? Of course, he gets zapped out of existence.
Well, he almost kills Ivo.
Yeah, almost
does a psych out death, but.
But he gets saved by.
Has a little fun with the quill.
Oh, yeah.
And poking in the butt. Like, well, he made it better. He made a pretty darn good bug zapper. like it was hilarious. That got me.
If you're curious how he gets saved by that way, which I think they're trying to go for a Star Wars effect there on that aspect there.
I feel they were too. But I'd say probably let's not tell them how they went for it if they want to see it.
Oh yeah. So. But yeah, that's the like I said, we said a lot of big major spoilers, which of course you would expect that. The movie's been out for a bit. That's I gave the basic in the beginning, and then started going into it. So yeah, if you don't know how to click off, that's not my problem. Unless we just don't give a shit. If you don't give a shit, then hey, all power to you. But I definitely recommend seeing this movie in theater. You'll have a blast of a time. If they still got the Sonic merch, then I recommend getting it. I actually show you some of it right now. Actually,
I doubt they have
Find it.
some merch.
I doubt they probably do. And if you were able to get it, fire. If you weren't, you know, you probably can get it online. But you know, I couldn't say no to it. You know, it's fire. It's cool. It was worth it. I had a blast with it. And and we had the fire ass buckets. Of course, they had the which I love the quality of it and just the sharpness of the detail. I like that. It's really cool. But yeah, they got Knuckles and Shadow, Sonic 3, and Tails, and then Sonic. And then so you know, it's very cool. Like I said, don't regret it at all. We even got the Deadpool and Wolverine one, which you guys seen our Deadpool and Wolverine review. You see that we got that one. I wish that one was worth it as well. We like that one too. And then obviously the according to Box Office Mojo, Sonic 3 was not only #1 both weekends, but Christmas week 2, Disney lied. Oh, really? What's up, Infern? Really? Oh, shit. Huh. Well, I'll be dead. Huh. That's crazy. That's news to me. Because I thought they did at least win those 2 days. But every other day was guaranteed Sonic. So that's shocking. But then again, not really, because they've been lying about a bunch of shit. So honestly, it kind of backs up everything else, you know, suppressing it. This is what, you know, these kind of denial and lying that they keep doing is the reason why I don't defend Disney. And this is the reason why people get so harsh at Disney, is because they make themselves look like a bunch of bastards. They really do. Because it's like you can't take the L. It's a simple fact of, hey, your movie's not that good. It's a decent movie, but it's not peak like Sonic 3 was. Like, more people wanted to see that movie. You know, Shadow, big ass character. What the frick did you think? Like, the hype for it was higher. People wanted to see it. For Mufasa, nobody really asked for it. I mean, if you had a little bit of a niche fan base, congrats. But if they did ask for it, I don't think they asked for live action. Probably asked for 2D, which is what I was kind of hoping for. If you were going to do it, that is. But you didn't go that route, so you went the lesser route. So, you know, so people, yes, they're bitching at you because you can't admit defeat, which is kind of just embarrassing, honestly. It just proves to you that you don't deserve the #1 spot because you're sitting here crying like a 2-year-old. Essentially, that's what you're doing. You know, you're crying about it because Sonic 3 is beating you, and you can't stand it. So you're trying to do things to change the outcome. And honestly, you're cheating, and that's making more people pissed because that's what you're doing. That, you know, and that's not fair. All right, it ain't fair. You know, because honestly, it was your decision to release this movie during this time. You could have moved it back another month or whatever, you know, and you could have moved it during January, or you could have moved it, you know, away from the holiday, which means it would have been on its own and not really going against any competition, which who knows, maybe your numbers might be higher. Probably could have been, you know, but you're going against the Blue Blur and you're going against Mr. Keanu Reeves, and that's not really a good. You know, you're fighting against a uphill battle per se. and you're gonna get backlash for that, especially if you don't admit that you didn't get the #1 spot. So, and even though they still only made 14 million that day, and that day only Sonic 3 was making 15 million, 19 million to 25 million per day opening weekend. That's why Sonic 3 still made 20 million plus more overall domestic, and now it's looking like Sonic 3 has nearly beaten Mufasa's total in UK opening weekend alone. Damn. Okay. Well, appreciate that updated info. Like I said, this is embarrassing, and people that defend Disney, I just think you're stupid if you do that. Like I said, it's not really the hate on the movie per se as much as it is, if you didn't hit it, you didn't hit it. Quit crying about it, quit trying to lie about it, saying that it did, and all that. Just accept defeat. And you will see the backlash kind of diminish. I mean, it's just, but you pour more gas in the fire, and you only piss people off more. So you're supposed to pour water in the fire, not gasoline. You're supposed to burn it out, not make it grow. So, but yeah. About wanting Sonic to flop. I didn't really see too many of them wanting it to flop. I mean, like I said, we saw Mufasa, and we thought it was a decent film. And I know a lot of different people that saw both films, and majority of them said that Sonic 3 was better than Mufasa by far. But it's not really too surprising, only because of the decisions they made with the characters, the things that were switched and swapped, obviously, like you stated, the names, so confusing with the frickin' names, and some characters not even getting names. So it kind of defeats the whole vibe of the movie, quite honestly. Sonic 3 was peak. Keanu and Jim Carrey nailed this movie. Can't wait for Sonic 4. Peak typo. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm excited for it. I think you can even see a 5 and a 6, and even beyond that. I definitely see it. Especially if we keep this trend going, where each movie makes more money. It doesn't need to make $1 billion, and that's and I know, and I want it to make $1 billion by far. I just don't think it's going to. But a solid number. I could see 5. I could see 700 million, which is really good. That's freaking really good. That is W's. And if it does make anywhere between that, let's just say it makes 600 million, the 4th movie has a better chance of making $1 billion at that point. And I think each movie, if it gets closer and closer to that $1 billion mark, I think you have a better chance of reaching it. So even if the 4th one doesn't hit it, let's just say it gets 800, 900 million, then definitely the 5th one could. If the quality stays good, the story stays good, the characters are good, and you keep that trend going, you keep that uptick in profit each movie, you keep that going, you could definitely hit it, by far. Yeah, I do think it will beat Sonic 2 numbers by far. And like I said, that's the trend. Like, for instance, if you look at Ice Age, that's the trend that Ice Age had. The first movie made like 300 plus million. The second movie made like 400 or 500 million. 400 or 500 million, somewhere around there. And then the third movie freaking peaked. It hit 887 million or something like that. And then the 4th movie got like 872 million, and then that's when it started kind of going right back down. The 5th movie being like 400 and change, 470 million or something like that. So it still made a lot of money, but it didn't get anywhere near what the 3rd and 4th one got. But with Sonic, I think if the quality continues and the story continues and they kind of just get it better and better each movie, I think you can keep getting those more profits. You know what I mean? I think the profit of each movie can continue to increase. You know what I mean? And I could definitely see that. And that's okay. Like I said, it doesn't need to hit $1 billion. But if you keep this trend up, you could. You know, you very well could. So you just got to keep the level of concentration on what they're doing and just keep that moving. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. And I think possibly one of the few trilogies where it feels like it gets better each movie. Right. Exactly. And I completely agree with you on that. Each movie does get better. I know some bitched about the wedding scene and shit like that. Me, I like the wedding scene. I didn't have a problem with the wedding scene. I thought it fit. But that's me. You know, I think Sly, kind of agrees. Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I like the wedding scene.
You know, so I mean, I think it's a preference point. You know, if you like the human characters, then it doesn't really affect it for you. If you're kind of up and down with them, then yeah, I can see it affecting you fully. If you're curious about my rankings, I gave the first movie a 9 out of 10. I gave the second movie a 10, and then I gave the third movie a 10. So I've been on the 10 trend. 10 trend. It's almost a tongue twister. But I thought this was better than the second movie, you see. So even though I gave it a 10, it's a higher 10. You know, so I go Sonic 3 is number 1, and then followed by Sonic 2, then Sonic 1. So that's kind of how I, 3, 2, 1. So, so that's kind of, that's kind of my situation. I think theirs might be similar to it. Might be. I know some people say 3, 1, 2, something like that. So which is again understandable. I mean, I thought it focused quite a bit on the Sonic characters. I really do. Sure, it was on the wedding scene for 15 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes max, if that. But I didn't think it fully took away from the movie completely. I mean, I understand the arguments of the focus more on the Sonic character. I completely agree with that. I just think it's just the way the movie plays out. I just think it fits. But again, I respect people seeing it in a different fashion. So, so it's that kind of thing. Part of it is they listen to their fans. Facts. And it's made by people that are aligned with Sega, like Jeff Fowler working on CGI in Shadow of the Hedgehog 2005 game. Oh yeah, facts. 100%. So yeah, that's kind of the just right there. Fire movie, and I recommend seeing it. If you have not seen it, see it. I might see it a second time. It's a possibility I might. I might take a friend that hasn't seen it and might go see it one more time, just to really, help it. So, and I'd be perfectly fine doing that. I don't know if you want me to say the post-credit scenes.
Probably don't.
Probably not. Let's just say that they're big characters, exciting characters that set up for the fourth movie, and the last one at the very, very end, after all the credits. Well, that one is an obvious one. You can guess. I'm not gonna say them in case if you haven't seen it. All right, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. So definitely go see the movie. If you can guess, go right ahead. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk for them, or I'm not gonna say them until, like if I do another stream conversating about it in January or mid or end of January, then I'll probably say it then. Um, but just in case, if some of you guys have not seen it, I want to be a little bit respectful. I support a lot of the movie in a lot of different ways. So I mean, but just in case, by chance, if you haven't seen it, then at least you don't know that. I can't wait to show my dad the movie when it comes out in digital in January. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely going to be getting the DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever the Fire one is, because I got the first two movies on DVD as well. So I definitely get that after the Blu-ray or the regular DVD, whichever one has bonus stuff. I'll probably get that one. Yeah, I bought movie three shirts and the 5-inch figures. Oh, did you? That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I got this one for a stocking, so I thought it was pretty cool. Got it fast. So he's cool. I might as well show my Sonic 3 blanket. Might as well.
As well.
That blanket's fire. If you don't have that blanket, I recommend getting it somewhere. This blanket is peak, all right, and it's freaking soft too. So if you have any doubt on that one, but whoever designed it freaking did a damn good job. They really put their freaking art into this shit by far. You got Shadow and Knuckles on the bottom there. This ends now. So very, very cool. Because I don't know how well this is showing up in the stream, so because how big the damn thing is, but that's fire. I know, right? I got this at the damn theater. I couldn't say no to this shit. So I freaking hell yeah. So and that's why I couldn't say no to the damn bucket or the cup, because I was like, nah. So I should be taking this to my sister's place. Put it on there. And then I got some Sonic 2 posters and stuff like that. I'm thinking about getting a Sonic 3 poster. Might get one right here. Possibly. What do you guys think? Sonic 3 poster right there? Oh, they didn't look at that screen. I don't even know. I'm not even sure. Let me see. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I have 2 Sonic 3 Shadow Limited Edition posters. Oh, that's fire. Oh, yeah. I'll show one of them, at least. The plastic part of it's not really in the best of shape, but I mean, other than that, it's pretty dope. So. I guess I don't know why that shows up on screen, but that looks fire. I also have the talking movie 3 Sonic. Oh, really? You got that one? I saw that in stores and I was like, I don't know if I want that. Because I'm just thinking about room and all that stuff. I'm just like, it doesn't look bad, but but let me know if you guys think a Sonic 3 one. Now, if I am going to get one, there's a shit ton of different options. And so I'm not really sure which one to get, if you know what I mean. Because you obviously got the Shadow and the Sonic doing the 3, you know what I mean? You got that one. And then there's obviously the theater one. And then you've got the Sonic and Shadow running next to each other with the anger, you know, which that one looks fire too. So it's just jumping back and forth, like, yeah. Have you played Sonic X Shadow Generations? That game was awesome. No, I don't even have the game. The only Sonic game I have is Frontiers, which I haven't even finished. I haven't even started it on my channel yet. Might have to actually restart it, actually. But I think I got a little bit into the game, but not much. It's just because I got so many different walkthroughs on my channel right now. It's you know, it's a matter of just kind of starting it. Yeah, Frontiers Final Horizon was awesome. Yeah, so I got Sonic Frontiers. I do got that. I've been hearing very, very good things about Sonic X or Shadow Generations. I've been hearing lots of good things about that. So I might even do a poll on it. You know, if you guys want me to jump on getting it, then I might do that. I just know there's a bunch of walkthroughs of different games I got that I want to finish. You know, but there is definitely some Sonic games I like to jump into. That I think would be fire to play on the channel. So I've actually just recently became more of Sonic lore into the fan base. I was not actually really into it too much when I was younger. I know, don't hate me. Don't hate me. The movies is what really got me into it. After the second movie, I was like, damn, I'm into this shit. You know, I'm like, this shit's good. Besides the racing game, yeah, that'd be interesting. But yeah, don't hate me. I'm kind of new into it, but I am getting into it fully. So, my first Sonic game was Sonic Advance. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I got Sonic Frontiers. That was one of them. I got it for a good price, and I've been hearing good things about it. Obviously, Sonic X Shadow Generations. I've been hearing a lot of good things about that one. And whatever others I'm able to get, that I will, if I can play it on my PS5 or whatever, then I'll definitely consider getting. Especially if they're good. But you know, I'm kind of getting more into the lore as I go. I still got to finish Sonic X. Got to finish that one, and then I got to do Sonic Boom. I might do reaction to the rest of the episodes. I mean, I don't want to restart over because I'm already so far into it. And I don't want to restart over. So maybe if you guys just want me to do a reaction to the rest, then I might do that. Yeah, I played all the Sonic games except the Boom games. Sonic Advance games were awesome in terms of 2D Sonic. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much. So yeah, if you guys want me to get a Sonic 3 poster, I might get some pictures and then kind of see which one you guys want more, and then kind of go by that, because that would be kind of cool. I know Slime, I have maybe Funko Pops or whatever like that. In the future, not anything at the moment, but it's a possibility. Let's just say that, which could be cool. But yeah. Oh, and then obviously you guys voted for me to get an actual Sonic costume. Otherwise, recommend Sonic Origins for the Genesis games. Oh, okay. If you do get into this older 3D games, I recommend Sonic Adventure 1 first, and then Adventure 2 is a lot harder. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they make it where I can play it on the PS5 or even Xbox, then yeah, I better jump into it.
Adventure 1 and 2, they do sell for Xbox.
Oh, do they? Okay. There you go. W's.
Trust me, I've been meaning to buy them, but I haven't.
Sure. So that means you might get walkthroughs on those then for Mr. Rick. You might.
I don't think they're too pricey either. I think they're like 10 to 15 bucks, maybe 20 each.
Okay, that's not
Not
terrible.
bad.
But it will be on Twitch. That one will be on Twitch. Because unfortunately, Xbox does not have YouTube. So I have to stream it on Twitch and then export it to YouTube. I have to do it that way. So, if you're not following me on Twitch, definitely do so. The link is in the description. So, but yeah. I haven't started anything on Twitch. I've not been active on Twitch. I just want to make that formal. I've not been very active on Twitch because my main audience is here on YouTube. And so I have more live, more frequently, and more commonly right here on YouTube because I just got more higher numbers on YouTube. I get better numbers, you know what I mean? It just, the fan base is more communicative. On Twitch, it's a little bit on the quiet side. I got a decent amount of followers, but it's just, you know, it's not, it's not as amazing as I would want it to be, you know. And I'm still not getting paid on Twitch either, which is kind of a shame because you would have thought I would have got it sooner than YouTube, but it was the exact opposite. Which I'm not sure how that works. But yeah. I got paid sooner on YouTube than I did Twitch. Tell me how that works. So, but yeah. But yeah, that's the Sonic 3 and Mufasa movie review. Sonic 3, definitely recommend. If you haven't seen it in theaters, definitely see it in theaters. Mufasa, I guess if you got money to spend and you really want to see it in theaters, go right ahead. Otherwise, save your money. Wait until it's on Disney Plus. Or do it that way. If you want to see it. So, sub on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to Over's Army, man. Much love. Thanks. Glad that you joined the channel. That's all. I'm glad I found another Fire Sonic fan. That's cool. Always welcome, of course. So I'm very excited for the future of the franchise. And like I said, I'm getting really into the Sonic lore. I'm subscribed to a bunch of different Sonic channels. I'm subscribed to Speed Supersonic. I'm subscribed to Mason Parkinson, which is another, well, as he calls himself, the #1 Sonic news source. Which in this aspect he might be. I'm subscribed to Sonic and Amy Squad. Well, they're like 1 million+ subs. I'm subscribed to Super Hedgehog Bros. That's another. That one is we watched that one on. He's over there freaking putting his thumbs down.
Don't even look at them right now. They're a mess right now. Don't even look at that.
Okay, listen. The only good thing right now is that my man Sonic, he ran away. That's the good thing. They're doing their own story. Okay, I don't care for their videos. Their videos are like, because they're just comic dubs and shit. Which, if you're into, you might like. But I'm not really into them. Especially Amy with Shadow. They just, what? So
disgusting.
Right. So if you're into that, there you go. There you go. But I'm not into that. I watch them mainly for the live streams. That's what I watch them for. Which they do their own story and their own thing. They do their own voice of the characters, etc. You name it. Amy's a bitch. That much I can tell you.
No one likes Amy. Woo.
The son Amy is a no-go. 0% chance for now and for a while, I think. If it even ever happens, which Sonic, he's good. I like Sonic. He's one of the better characters in the whole story. Of course, he keeps getting shitted on in their story. Tails is not bad. He's pretty good. Cream, not bad. She has her ups and downs, but
Amy L.
mainly pretty good. Yeah, Amy, bitch. Shadow, he has funny moments, but he's mainly a dick. That's the best way to put it, I think. He's mainly a dick. And not in a good way. I mean, like there's some times where he's funny and he's entertaining, but then but a lot of times you're just pissed at him because you're like, really, like, come on, you know, like, was that really necessary? You know, like, you could be better. You know, that's the main thing. Rouge, same thing, mainly a bitch. She's slightly improved these last episode or two. Slightly, and I mean slightly. You know, she started like if you keep going, you might start to make me be like, all right, you're fine, you know, but you got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. You know, you got to apologize to my man. That's number one. You know, it's got to be a sympathy apology too. I don't want that bullshit apology. You know, so you know, it's just things like that. Knuckles, where the fuck is he? I don't even know.
He don't even exist.
As far as I know, he don't exist. Yeah. No. I think they because I know somebody in the channel asked, and I think they said that he was like in fucking Hawaii or some shit, or New York or some shit on a freaking vacation or something. So yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. So we're just waiting on those to come back, and that's not until the 4th. So, but yeah. Been playing games since the NES and Game Boy. Been through most console and handheld game or gens. Nice. Gonna be 34 January 11th. Wow. Okay, you're way over than me. Love Sonic, Mega Man, Xenoblade, and other series. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I like Amy, but I respect your opinion. Well, no. I like Amy's character. Majority of the time, I like her character. I really don't hate her character. I actually like her character.
It's her personality.
Yeah, it's her in the Super Hedgehog Bros' story. She's a bitch. She is a bitch. And she gets in her simpy moments, and sometimes it's funny and laughable. But she's just being such a bitch. It just pisses you off. And again, you would have to watch the series in order to understand what we're meaning by she's a bitch. Because she really is a bitch. I mean, I'm not freaking flabbergasting it either. She really is a bitch.
Trust me, I'll say I used to like her, but
yeah, she was good in the beginning.
Really did a 360. So.
Well, no, actually, the very beginning when Sonic came in there, she was just like, "Well, yeah, nobody cares about you, and nobody wants you back, and nobody cares. Nobody cares." It's just like.
And then one thing where you see is like, "Oh my God, you're the best at everything." It's like, and then she flips 360. You see, like, no one cares. Like,
yeah, it's just back and forth and back and forth.
It was like,
there's times I like her, and there's times where I'm just like, just
go
die,
away.
Just die.
God.
You know, if you mean the older games, yeah, she's gotten a lot better ever since Frontiers and IDW. If you mean Sonic X, she's a lot better in Japanese version. They kind of butchered her in the
We're just actually talking about the.
No, I'm not even meaning the
channel
games
stuff.
or even the shows. I'm talking about Super
This
Hedgehog
one
Bros.
channel's play on the characters' lives
Yeah.
and stuff.
Go on
It's not-
YouTube. You can search it up, Super Hedgehog Bros, and you'll find their streams, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are the streams I'm talking about. Click on the stream, you'll see. If you want to start on episode 1, you guys scroll back a bit, but you'll find it. But that's the Amy I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the games Amy. I'm not talking about the show Amy. I'm not talking about anything of that sort. This is simply, YouTube. Yeah. There you go. Now you got it. Yeah, that's the Amy I'm talking about. They made her a bitch in their series. They made her a bitch.
The roast better.
It's she's definitely blindsided or your ego up ass. I don't know. Like I don't know.
It's like I'd like to just throw her out a window at the moment.
It's just I'm just tired of her being a bitch. It's really just
It'd just be like, oh, no one cares and stuff like that. Then like 3 minutes.
I mean,
later,
same thing
oh my
with
God,
when
you're the
Sonic
best,
tried to
best.
finally admit feelings and everything like that. She was just like, please don't hurt me. Please don't. It's like he's not kidding. He's being serious. But you don't want to believe him. You're in denial.
Yeet.
In denial.
Bye, Amy.
And then dating this other freaking boyfriend named Dexter.
And this is why Sonic vanished, Loki.
Yeah.
Or literally check out the channel, give your own opinion on the stuff for them. As
Yeah.
I said, don't base it on ours.
Yeah.
See for yourselves.
Yeah. Thankfully, that's not an Amy YouTuber run by Sega. Probably just some random Sonic fan. Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe. I mean, they got a lot of subs, so I mean, they got a big audience. They got 28,000 subs or some shit or whatever. They're 100 and something. I know that. They're getting up there. They're growing. That's good. They're just taking it in a direction I'm not really liking. So, the only good thing, like I said, is Sonic said, "Adios, amigos."
Bye.
Bye, bitches.
Time.
And that's honestly the only best decision I've been seeing. It's him just saying, bye, bitch. Goodbye. Enjoy your Dexter Mole motherfucker boyfriend. Coward ass boyfriend. Because that's what he is. He's a coward. In so many ways. It's a joke. It's a joke. We didn't even believe the boyfriend was real. And then unfortunately we got freaking shattered on. But yeah. So, like I said, if you're interested, check it out. I'll be curious to hear your take on it if you do watch it. I am going to end it here. Because it's New Year's Eve, going into New Year's, and I want to party it up. Mr. Ray's going to get drunk. So, put it boom. I want to party it up. Oh, and get some good food, too. Because I'm hungry. So, the Dexter thing is actually a Sonic Chronicles reference, probably. In Sonic Chronicles, in DS RPG, basically, Amy lied saying she had a boyfriend named Dexter to make some Sonic jealous. It's not even canon, though. Well, unfortunately, to crush on your parade on that one, they made him frickin' canon in this bitch. You said they made it was fake. Well, we were thinking that too until he fucking showed up on screen.
Huh?
The fucking Dexter showing up on screen.
There we go.
Bitch ass Dexter. Because, and we did. We got pissed. We got very pissed. Because we did not believe this fucker was real either.
Are you still chatting with the stream or
Well, I mean, we're still talking about it. Yeah, because he brought up the Dexter. He was bringing up the Dexter came from Chronicles. Sonic
not?
Chronicles.
You got.
Which I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he came from that. So that's news to me.
Oh, what now?
Sonic Chronicles.
No, I don't think so.
Sonic Chronicles, a DS RPG, basically. Amy lied, saying she had a boyfriend named Dexter.
Oh, Sonic Chronicles. Is he talking about Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood?
I think so.
Let's see.
Maybe, I don't know.
Extra.
Yeah, there was this whole Archie Comics lawsuit with writer
Uno
Ken
momento, por favor.
Penders, and he sued Sega and BioWare over Sonic Chronicles, so Sonic
Oh my
Chronicles
God.
were removed from canon.
It is real. Holy
Damn. I figured it was. I didn't think it was bullshitting you. Well, that's crazy, though. That's crazy for him, but I appreciate the info.
legit image from the game. I forgot this in the game because remember I did play this one. It's actual stuff from the game.
Ah!
Hey,
I'll
look
be
at
damned.
that. It's actual.
So they
stuff.
are actually grabbing stuff.
Oh.
That's crazy. So yeah, most likely just some fan role playing Amy. No, but here's the problem though. They fucking actually brought him into the game or into the fucking series.
Uno momento. I want to make sure to see if they actually showed him in the game. I don't think they did. Oh my god.
That's the problem. They actually show his stupid ass
Wait,
in the freaking stream. That's the problem.
Hold on here. Hold on.
Which we were all thinking his ass was fake.
Hold on here. What is this? References.
And the problem was he ain't. He's not fake. At least not in their stupid story.
Wait a minute. Maybe he's fake in the
Game.
actual game. I think they made him fake. Oh lord.
I think this is where people were getting it in the chat, where they were saying he's fake.
His references right here. It says
Karen,
it
shut up.
says Amy. Dexter question mark. Ha, Dexter's a guy I just imagine I wanted to make you feel jealous. I don't need him now. Oh my god, they gotta be going off this stuff. Lordy Jesus!
Karen, knock it off.
They don't.
You shush.
Wait, what is this one? Never thought he'd be working with Ignorant.
Yeah, he is fake then. He was never an actual character in the game. Well, that's good. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, they made him real in this series.
The lines, and so they have here, literally, yep. To make Amy confess to Sonic that Dexter is not real, the player must choose all the following responses at these points of the story, which are most close or supportive towards Amy. Oh my god. It literally, she did admit he's fake in the game to play a certain scenario. Oh! They're playing lore stuff. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's the problem. In this story, that he's fucking real, and they actually show his ass on screen. He's a fucking mole, and he looks ugly as shit.
First appearance, Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood. It only appeared
And
in
he's
Sonic Chronicles.
Right. Well, I'm not surprised by that. And he's a coward. He's a fucking coward. He literally is. He's a joke. He's a joke
Oh
of
yeah,
a
it
character.
was originally a Nintendo DS and 3DS backward compatibility. The original DS. Hold up. If we hear saying there's a sequel. Hold up here. Dig into the deets. I start diving down Sonic.
So yeah, unfortunately, they made him real.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Here we all thought he was fake. Little did we know. Yeah, don't worry. That Amy channel is not part of Sega. Just a random fan role playing, making their own canon figure. Well, I know, but that's the problem. Into the story.
Yeah, I admit.
That's the problem. That's the problem. We're into the fucking story. So we gotten this fucking far, and now we gotta finish it. You know what I mean? Now it's like, you know,
I'll admit I was wrong. Blaze is not introduced in the game. Apparently, it's some person called Shade that you kidnapped. Well, I don't admit I'm wrong, and that's what Shade looks like.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Apparently, I made that mistake.
Interesting.
Oopsie.
I get your typo. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's the problem. You know what I mean? I'm into the story. I'm invested into the story.
What is your relationship?
It's just shit decisions, and I'm not liking it. And I'm just hoping that she dishes his ass. But I don't know. Hopefully, him leaving her or leaving Station Square, hopefully makes her fucking, snap out of this bullshit.
Amy apparently in the game was jealous towards Shade of getting too close to Sonic. At first, but it says, but as time progressed in their mission, Amy evidently accepts Shade as her teammate. So she would chill the.
Yeah, somebody more sexier, cutier,
Was she
freaking.
in other stuff or no?
But anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I want to get over to my sister's place before it gets any more later.
He wants to get flat out wasted.
Yeah, we're gonna get wasted here. We're gonna celebrate the new year right, and we'll have some fire ass shorts. So definitely just stay tuned for those. Happy New Year's, all that good stuff. We'll definitely have a stream tomorrow for sure. Kind of celebrating New Year's and all that good stuff. So definitely do stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the movie review. And I'm excited for any future projects from Paramount with Sonic, whether it's some fire games that could be really good, or even the movie franchise. You too, and for you too. And definitely stay tuned. We got more fire content on the way. You don't want to miss it. Hit that bell, make a ding. Be notified every time I go live. We do all kinds of fire games. I think we do Fortnite. We do. I plan to get Black Ops 6 at some point, or Zombies at least, and the campaign probably. Obviously, Last of Us franchise, Walking Dead. If there's anything new, of course, we got the comics. Unfortunately, the stupid book 3, trash ass book 3. We got continuation of Uncharted. We got Callisto Protocol, and tons.
I just wanted you to introduce me to this.
So definitely stay tuned for all of it. It's all great. It's all fun on this channel. And if you guys want to look back on older fire streams that we do, you guys can definitely do those. So
What game was?
remember, I'm a guy. I jump all over the place. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
And watch the content that you're interested in, of course. The other content that you see, like sleep streams and stuff like that, you're not into that, don't even bother watching. I did it to please a Pacific audience.
That's on Blazes Introduces.
But anyways, like, subscribe, would appreciate it. Links for all my social medias, X, Instagram, Discord, True Social, all in the description. Check them all out if you guys want to help support the channel. Links in the description. Become a member, become a trainee, race recruiter, race soldier, race general. Get extra content if you do subscribe to those, and it helps keep us doing what we're doing. Always appreciated. Or if you want to do super chats or things like that, always appreciate it as well. Of course, you do get shout outs and things like that too, in recognition. And so, become really good buddies. Might even include you in Fortnite games and stuff like that in the future. So, all that good stuff. Anyways, I'm going to end it off here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy New Year's 2025. Let's start it off great. Also, thank you for a wonderful 2024 year, for the increase in subscribers and crushing these milestones. I really do appreciate it, guys. It's an amazing thing. It's one of the good things that 2024 brought to my channel is a lot of support and love, and a lot of growth. That's part of the best things I would say about this year was. Other things like other stuff, I'll just say, was not really great. I'll just, I'll just keep it at that. Those who know, but other than that, the growth on the channel was amazing. The entertainment we had on the channel was great. And anything that really had to do with the channel was great. So, we're going to get back into it like we never have. So, stay tuned. Thank you again for a great year for 2024 for the channel. Let's crush even more milestones in 2025. It'll be awesome. See you guys in the next one. Happy New Year 2025. Let's go. Peace. I love you guys. Much love. Stay safe. Let me know your opinions on Sonic 3 or Mufasa if you've seen it in the comment section below. See you guys in the next one. Peace.